Very sad that so much of the coal design stream got muted. Yeah, that's too bad. Noon seeds are cursed. Shit. Hey, Sapphic. Mountaineer, hello. Hey, Pride of Cloud. Let's see what happens. Looks like an okay act to me. We have a Guardian fight at the end. Yeah, let's thanks for the 5 gift subs. Maybe I should mute notifications today. Hey, Lismo. It's hard to imagine like this path going poorly and it gets us 3 elites and it has a ton of flexibility. It's just a really good path, honestly. We could get a little tiny bit greedier and go this way and not take the early store. It slightly increases our chance of dying to this elite. Maybe it goes from like, I don't know, 0.5% to 2% or something. It's not a huge deal. But it does probably give us a better act. The question mark here is probably going to be better than a store here. Net. Let's see what the whale bonus has for us. The last time I did the math on this, watch your rare cards were very good. I think the last watch run in the streak I obtained a random rare card actually. I think we just do that again. Lesson learned from the whale. Okay, this is a really, really, really good start. This is an actually insane start here. Ooh. So we gotta start thinking about how we're gonna win the Ironclad round. No, I'm just joking. There's a lot more to do still. Consecrate, Sands of Time, Empty Mind. Either Consecrate or Sands of Time is pretty solid here. Sands of Time is better against Guardian, but we shouldn't really expect Guardian to be problematic. Have the Lesson Learned added to the deck. Lesson Learned makes me care a little bit more about being able to control fights, which I think makes me err towards Sands of Time. Maybe Consecrate's just a much better card, though. I guess there's also, like, Lagavulin is solved by Sands of Time. Yeah, I'll go Sands of Time. Okay, do I not do this? Because I'm in such good shape. I can rest at the campfire, though. Got a toy ornithopter. Alright. Little bit painful. Little bit painful. But that much health is... like, the relic is worth that much health, so... not a bad floor. 9 plus 12 plus 20 would kill. And gives us an upgrade. Didn't even need to use our miracle. Well, Tantrum's very good. Flurry of Blows is quite good as well. Hey, Retro Gamer. Thanks for saying hi to me, Tiny Jorbs. Usually I feel a little bit left out. Big Jorbs gets all the attention. Flurry of Blows or Tantrum. Why do I feel like I like Tantrum so much less than usual here? Because I'm like generally in pretty good... I don't know. Flurry of Blows is a very good card. I can upgrade everything? Does that make Tantrum worse? take Tantrum over Flurry, but that's the first time in this round where it felt like it could go either way. So currently we're taking 4. I could go Tantrum, Lesson Learned, Miracle, Defend, and take 7 and get an upgrade. But I don't think taking 3 is currently worth the upgrade, because I think I can get the upgrade for less later. Got Vigilance next turn, so we could go Strike Eruption, have this louse set up for our Lesson Learned. If we can draw it. We have to draw it eventually though, can't like hide forever. Okay, an Explosive Pot. That's gonna save me some health. Ooh, more really good cards. Bisu, thanks very much for the 2 months. Hangbomushu to you as well. The Lesson Learned card seems pretty decent. Yeah, I think it's an okay card. Alright, Gremlin stabs us for 31. Streak over. Gold? That's better than getting stabbed. Awesome. I have 36 health, not 31 health, because I have a potion with a toy ornithopter. I'm thinking I like Wallop upgrade here. It seems so good against everything. It seems so good against everything in Slay the Spire, basically. WHP, thanks for the 22 months. One more show to you as well. Can I imagine dying with 36 health and an explosive potion against like Gremlin Knob, maybe? Feels like it would be really hard to die there. The one thing that resting might do is it might let me get Lesson Learned off more reliably, but does that matter? Also, I think I'm gonna upgrade Sands of Time instead of Wallop. I think that's a little bit more valuable against Gremlin Knob. Gremlin Knob seems like the... I don't know, does Lagavulin kill us? Maybe Lagavulin's actually the scary one. Got Sands of Time, but I don't have that much block density. And I might not be able to play the Wrath cards there. I think I'm just gonna rest. We'll play it a little safe. Okay, this fight should be alright. Per meeting, so 3 months. Magabomo show to you too. Straightforward, that turns fine. Is there a reason I'd need the explosive potion more later, I guess? I don't entirely see one. And it saves me quite a lot of health to use it now, and it gets the upgrade, so I think I'm just gonna use the explosive potion here. Yeah, but I'm Dan! Thanks for the 3 months. Hogbomo show to you as well. Yes, we just Wallop Defend here, and that's fine. With a Strike next turn, the Sands of Time will be able to kill the back sentry. What about with 5 copies of Dazed? No? Okay. Not the best hand. Whoops. Might have been better to just go for Tantrum there and take the... I think it would have taken me 2 damage or something. Sparky! I don't think I had straight up lethal there. Maybe I was wrong though. Tiny Jorbs looks different today. Maybe something different with his hair or something. I like the Deceive Reality. We're missing that one good block card, and Deceive Reality does a decent job of being a good block card for us. I'm not sure that we need like a ton of those, but certainly one of them seems pretty good. Tiniak, Puddle Duck, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Anglo Musho to you as well. Mini Jorbs looks more orange. Does he use spray tan? Not to my knowledge. But I don't really know what Mini Jorbs gets up to when I'm not paying attention, to be honest. Do I lose more Slay the Spire runs in Ascension 1 or somewhere else along the way? Or Act 1, sorry, is what you said. I'm not actually sure what the answer to that question is. I die a decent amount to the heart and to the Act 3 bosses. I'm not sure. Another like problem I'm having in answering your question is if I like just meme a little bit and don't try very hard in a run and die in Act 1, does that count? Because like maybe it should, but it doesn't really matter here because I'm not going to do that here. I don't know. Hopefully we don't die. Alright, we take a little bit of damage. That's acceptable. 28 damage. Maybe I could have taken less damage than that. Could have probably drawn better than that. Shuzu Bracelet. We got a Carve Reality for another retained attack if we'd like. I think removing strikes is very good here. Got a solid deck already. All of our defends are upgraded. Could go Sash Whip, go Carve Reality, could go Skip. I don't really want to evaluate much. Go ahead and take Carve Reality. Card tends to be pretty good. This is traditionally a pretty scary fight, but we've drawn quite well for it here. We're not going to be able to stop ourselves from becoming weak and frail. But this should set us up pretty nicely to not take much damage. And if I have to use the skill potion, I'll use the skill potion, that's fine. Could go 9+7, get an upgrade. I suspect... It's interesting, 9+6 doesn't actually kill one of them. So I pay 4 health, but I kill one of them and get an upgrade. I paid 10 health in the end, but 4 health compared to the other line. Fudja Wadja, thanks for the 8 months. Agbamusho to you as well. There's no line with Tantrum, right? There is a line with Tantrum, it's just worse than the other ones. I also still have safety in my hand this way. I think that's worth it. So I also get to hold on to safety. You know what? I'm gonna use Skill Potion here, and then I can buy double potion in the store that I'm about to go to and have 39 health for another elite fight. It seems pretty sensible to me. Pulling on to safety, don't have to do anything crazy this turn. That other guy, Zaphod, thanks to the Twitch Prime. Agbamusho to you as well. Our Reality Smite, defend, works fine. Okay, Fear No Evil should combo pretty nicely with the Tantrum that we have. Get another way to enter Calm to compensate for the extra way we have to enter Wrath. I've added so many cards to this deck, they're all pretty good though. I think our block density is a little bit low. Might want to keep an eye on that with potions, make sure that our potions are keeping us safe. I wonder if it's too early to go for a Mental Fortress with a Tantrum plus a Fear No Evil, and the Eruption and Vigilance are obviously in the deck still. The Eruption will upgrade pretty soon from Lesson Learned. Don't believe I have any card that's so good that I would want to mirror it. I guess Wallet Plus would be okay. I'd probably rather have a Wallet Plus than a Mental Fortress, but I'd have to pay another 120 gold, which is a lot more gold. Another option here is Mercury Hourglass. That relic is quite good. And I could still buy a potion. I could go Mercury Hourglass Weak Potion. I have no way to weaken things at the moment. And I'm having a little bit of trouble with AoE fights. I don't have like a Conclude, and I was offered 2 Consecrates, but I didn't take either of them, so I don't have any area of effect damage in the deck right now. Which makes me think Mercury Hourglass probably makes a lot of sense to be taking. Mini Jorbs doesn't bite, does he? I can't legally say that he doesn't. But I haven't seen it recently. We had some troubles a while ago. Mercury Hourglass and Weak Potion. I like this. How large of an impact does Mercury Hourglass have for solving AoE? Well, it's dealt 9 damage so far, as of turn 1. It's a thing that's a little bit hard to quantify. I think about it generally like having a good damage potion in every single fight for the rest of the run, which is quite a big deal. Damage potions are good. Worth it to use the miracle here for 2 health? I think so. Seems pretty likely that we won't be taking any more damage here. The only problem, I guess, is haven't played Lesson Learned yet. So if I went like Wallop and Deceive Reality, this way I have a block card and we can delay killing the sentry until we draw Lesson Learned again. What's the ideal element for use as in an hourglass? Are there hourglasses that aren't sand? I didn't know that. Apparently I just don't know that much about hourglasses. The element of surprise. Actually sort of important. I think I want to Fear No Evil here to make sure that I can play Lesson Learned when I draw it for the right amount of damage. But the problem is that if I don't draw it next turn or the turn after, so if it's in the bottom 3 cards of the deck, I don't get to play it and we miss out on an upgrade in the fight. Oof, that's unlucky. But if I did something else, I would have drawn 5 cards and not been able to play it unless I had Carve Reality alongside it. So I think my line made more sense. Also, we care more about drawing it in the first 5 cards than the last 3 cards because we sometimes have to kill the sentry on the 3rd turn when it attacks us if we don't draw a block card, I believe. So yeah, I think my line makes sense. I'm okay with it. I don't think we need another Tantrum. One of the cool things about Tantrum is that having one sort of solves a lot of your problems for you. Alright. If I were to upgrade here, maybe Deceive Reality, maybe Vigilance. We have 37 health with like an upgraded, fairly strong deck against Guardian. We should be upgrading here, I think. The upgrade that makes the most sense to me in this deck is some sort of block upgrade since our relics don't block. So we'll probably want to play this every time we draw it also to get the safety into our hand. So let's upgrade that. Guardian, Guardian, Guardian. Uh-oh. Strange how it doesn't make a safety plus. It used to. It was changed. It was changed when Master Reality was changed so that Master Reality could, like, do something. Master Reality makes it so every time you generate a card, it's upgraded. And when they changed it to do that, they also made all of the ways to make upgraded cards not make upgraded cards anymore so that Master Reality would be valuable, basically. But Waynes, thanks very much for the 10 months. I'll go show to you as well. What's the current world record for Ascension 20 win streaks? This is the current one. MRP, thanks to the Twitch Prime. I'll show to you as well. A few ways we could play this turn. I think just doing this is fine though. Don't really see anything wrong with that. Sands of Time is going to hit really hard pretty soon. Well, it's going to hit for the same amount, but it's not going to cost any energy to do it. SR Wiggins, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime. Ongabomu show to you too. Hey nobody. Hey QK Ninja. Thanks for the primes. Ongabomu show to the both of yous. Prior to 8, I had a 7 streak that I set like over a year ago or something. I don't remember exactly when I set it. I should look it up. But it had been a little while. I wonder if it actually makes sense to not transform Guardian here. We should like comfortably win the fight, whatever we choose to do. But I could go Eruption Wallop. Oh, Eruption Wallop Fear No Evil transforms Guardian anyway. Okay. So I'd have to use a miracle to not transform Guardian. Yeah, that doesn't seem necessary. It's fine. I've won 8 by playing each character twice. I think I got a 5-0 on the 100 wins in a month challenge, but I think I had the 7-0 before then actually. Which is sort of crazy because that was only a few months after the heart like came out. So I guess I ran very, very hot quite shortly after the heart was released. I'll take 2 damage here. I think that's fine. Hey Cheezat, thanks for the 300 bits. So I would like to play Vigilance in this turn to exit Wrath Stance, but I think entering Wrath Stance makes a ton of sense. If we just went Eruption, Strike, Sands of Time, Vigilance, that would work. We could also go Eruption, Deceive Reality, Sands of Time, Vigilance, and get another safety in our hand. Just make it very hard to die. Bunch of block cards that stay in hand for us. I don't suppose I have a kill here. I do, don't I? Yeah, actually I think I do. So, let's see. I might have to like take damage in order to get an upgrade with Lesson Learned or something though. Because I want to get the lethal damage with Lesson Learned, and this is not the best attack in terms of the attacks in our hand. So this would be 12, plus 24 is 36. Plus 18 is 54, plus Lesson Learned is another 20. So I could play 1 safety, and then I take 4 damage. That seems completely fine. Yeah, I've got no problems with taking 4 damage here. Hey Baba. Hey Undercut Nut. I'm Assault Mine, thanks for Twitch Prime. Ogbomo show to you as well. Devotion, Wish, or Conjure Blade. Is Wish going to be too much? No. We can just play Wish for Plated Armor probably a lot here. Don't I heal anyway? I only heal 3/4 of my missing health at above Ascension 5. Harmonious Choir, thanks for 2 months. Ogbomo show to you as well. Hey Pearly Whirly, SSWTBH, thanks for Twitch Prime. Ogbomo show to you too. It's only 1 damage after you take into account the heal, but still it's 1 damage, which is more than 0 damage. But well worth it to get the upgrade. We have almost upgraded every strike and defend. Doing a very good job of hitting those. I think we can take Wish. Our deck's like pretty strong, so we'll be in a position to be able to play it for gold a decent amount of the time, I think. I am trying to imagine a world where I don't take Pyramid here, and I am struggling. I am having a lot of trouble. I am going to click on Pyramid. I am clicking on Pyramid. Alright, cool. A video game despot. You're feeling an upgrade all strikes defends event. So it'd be one of the few times where that event just didn't do anything at all. Well, we could remove a card with it. That's the other option that it gives you, I guess. Let's go to a couple of hallway fights before we go to a store. I definitely want to be on this left side, going this way into like the, yeah, that just like dies a lot of the time. We don't want to do that. Yum 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 yum, thanks for gifting the sub. Did I say thank you for the 100 bits, the Durkas? Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, this path looks pretty reasonable, especially with Toy Ornithopter, and we currently have 2 pretty decent potions. There's some flexibility, so if we get to this campfire and don't want to take an elite fight, we don't have to. If we get here, we could go double campfire as well. It's a really nice act for us again. And the reason I'm going this way instead of this way or this way is that I get a little bit more gold out of Wish before the store this way, which might matter. Probably okay with using 1 or 2 potions. Along the way. So it'd be 12 plus 12 plus 24 is 48. And I have 1 more energy from Lantern, which is really helpful. If we go ahead and kill one of these enemies right now. And take 6. It's okay with me. I can play Wish for gold here, right? Yeah, pretty comfortably. Alright, cool. Then maybe if I'm lucky I can even draw a Lesson Learned. And I'd be able to play it. Hold on. Is the Lesson Learned so much more valuable than 25 gold that I want to like go defend, strike to clear more room in my hand, maybe? I could use this to hit Lesson Learned? Probably not. It would be really hard to guarantee lethal damage with that. Hey, Sneaky Deek. I would prefer you did not suggest lines in chat. I'd like to be the person making the decisions about how we're gonna play, right? But yes, you're right that we should go Tantrum first. Do we want to play... Wait, are you right that we should go Tantrum first? Oh my gosh, now my brain is broken. We go Tantrum, Strike, Wish, 12, 24. This goes to 19. Next turn we go Strike Plus, which is 18 plus 21 plus, we go 41. What's this block for? Let's look up what this block's for real quick. Putting Tantrum back in the draw pile with this line is a thing that happens for sure, but I think it ends up being correct. We could look at all of the possible things that happen in this situation. It's probably worth it. It takes a long time to win 8 runs. We should probably focus on the 9th run. This enemy blocks for 17. And so this would be 12, 24, plus gold. We need to deal 60 total damage, so would need to deal 36 the next turn, down to 33. This plus lesson learned would be enough. So if we go Tantrum Strike, Wish, that's like making room for 4 cards in hand, but Tantrum goes on top of the deck, so we have a 2/3 chance of getting Lesson Learned next turn. So it's Wish plus 2/3 of Lesson Learned, that line. If we go Strike, Strike, Defend, it's a 4/5 chance of Lesson Learned, but we don't ever get Wish. And if we just Wish, that seems terrible. We don't want to just Wish. Okay. So I think I like the Tantrum line the most. And we have a 2/3 chance of getting an upgrade as well in this fight. I guess depending on what we learned, we could also have used Distilled Chaos to get an upgrade maybe. Anyway, looks like we hit, so 18 plus Lesson Learned. Lesson Learned has upgraded itself. We got another potion. Unfortunately, I have a full potion belt. So maybe I could have used Weak Potion on turn 1 to gain some health. Doesn't seem like I had to, though. Hey, Kami Damaru. Hope you're doing alright. I did lose 6 health. I think the Weak Potion would have saved me like 10 or 11 health there, though. I wonder what my potion chance was. I thought it was relatively low. Your potion chance starts at 40% and it goes up by 10% every time you don't get a potion in fight rewards and down by 10% every time you do. I might be off on that. It might have actually been sort of high. I'm trying to think about what potions I got in Act 1. I got an Exploding Potion. I bought the Weak Potion. And I got a Distilled Chaos from the Guardian fight, right? So maybe my potion chance is actually way higher than I thought, and I was meant to Weak Potion on turn 1 in this fight. Might have been a mistake. I'm pretty sure it doesn't reset when you change acts. Like rare chance doesn't actually reset when you change acts, it's just that you see a rare card at boss reward screens. I'm pretty sure that potion chance doesn't have anything that makes it reset when you change acts. We did get a skill potion as well, you're right. So like 50 or 60% there. Feels close. I'm wondering if I take follow-up. Empty Fist Plus isn't completely unreasonable either. I just sort of like follow-up because it's always going to be something I can play and get the energy back, and I have a pyramid. I think that's like, I think there's plenty of reasons for that logic to make sense. Strength pot over something? Dunno. Distilled Chaos seems probably better than Strength pot in most fights. I like the Weak Potion a lot too. I think I'm passing a Strength Potion. Okay. You were looking forward to the massive analysis on that? Yeah, that one didn't end up being quite as much analysis, huh? That's one of those ones where I'm not really sure how I'd even solve it more than what I just said, honestly. I guess playing Carve Reality before I played this, actually. I guess doing that before I left Wrath would have been better then. The Big Matthew Reddit post says potion chance resets to 40% at the beginning of each act. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just wrong then. Let's use weak potion this turn. I'd like to lesson learned in this fight. I'd like to get a wish off for gold as well. I haven't drawn either of them yet. It's a little bit awkward. If this is weak and I'm in Wrath stance, does it deal 0 or 1? Wrath, you receive double attack damage. It would be dealing like 1.4 times 6, so it'd round down to 1, I believe. Got options this turn. I killed that one. The plan is to use Tantrum on this one. And Wish. And Lesson Learned. Perfect fight. Can't do better than that, really. We got 2 potions already this act, so that means that currently we're at 20% chance of seeing a potion. Weave, collect, and pressure points. I don't have a way for Weave to come back to my hand at all, and I don't have a Talk to the Hand, but it's a 0-cost card. I'm like slightly torn. I think we say no. Can I buy a membership card in Vault? I can, huh? I could also buy Volt and Conclude. Volt's not actually that good at the moment. I only have 3 energy per turn. It makes Sands of Time cost 1 less. It makes Mercury Hourglass proc 1 more time. Oh, I did the math wrong and I actually can't afford it anyway. Damn. So this might not be a membership card then. Looks like it might be a card remove Volt. I could go membership card Bowling Bash. Volt's gonna be good later, almost certainly. It's going to upgrade and cost 2 energy, and I'm likely to get a 4th energy from the Act 2 boss. It feels a little bit bad to not take membership card from a store when you have Wish that you're playing for gold regularly. But I think I need to remove strikes really badly. And I don't have like a courier. So I'm going to walk into stores with like 300 or 400 gold because I'm getting gold from Wish. And I'm not necessarily going to have stuff that's that good to spend the gold on anyway. I'm not sure that membership card is that important here. I think card remove Volt is what I'm gonna end up settling on. We don't get a Conclude, but we've got an Explosive Potion. Hopefully that'll be good. This is just upgrade a card in our deck. We don't want the pain here. Go ahead and upgrade either Wish or Volt. An edible cake, thanks for 5 months. Kabomo show to you as well. I'm wondering if I can take the Super Elite right now. I'm a little bit bad at AoE fights. It's funny. Bolt's not actually that good with Distilled Chaos, because sometimes it will just randomly end our turn when we play Distilled Chaos. Eruption is an energy upgrade. I might go Eruption here. I'm not sure that Volt's like good at the moment, so I'm not sure that we care that much about upgrading it right now. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if we take a bunch of damage here, we won't be fighting a super elite, but definitely grabbing a red mask would be awesome. Feels like it's worth it to use this potion. I have a low potion chance though, so I'm like not getting it back again. I have a wallop in the deck. I wonder if the explosive potion or the distilled chaos is better against a super elite at the moment. The scary ones are like plus health slavers or plus strength book of stabbing. Their relics are not very good for killing things. Mega Crit Games in the chat. Welcome, welcome. We have Mercury Hourglass for AoE. It's true. It deals a little bit of AoE damage, but it's still not enough to beat Slavers by itself. I think for right now, going like Fear No Evil, Defend is fine. And then we can use a potion next turn if we need to. And this looks like we just like win somehow here, right? Just over. This fight gives -4 dexterity. I don't even have to Volt here. It's pretty pretty brutal. Okay, good fight. Brawlers, thanks the 8 months. Agabomo Shodi, you too. Can I wish as well? How would I even do that from here? No. I could wish instead of lesson learned. I could take the gold instead of the upgrade. I'd rather have the upgrade right now. These cards are not completely terrible. Third Eye might be good. I'd take a Third Eye plus, and in not that long would expect Third Eye to upgrade, so I think I'd be okay with that. Moment of truth. Okay, max HP Gremlin Leader is not too threatening. That's quite lucky. I think I wish for strength in this fight, though. I'm not sure that I'm brave enough to wish for gold here. Mr. Croissant, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Agabomo Shodi, you as well. Awesome, we have a Wallop in hand here, so we can go strike, Wallop, Fear No Evil with the Miracle. That almost fully blocks. Your shield gremlin has 5 strength. It's true. So Gremlin Leader's dead whenever we would like, thanks to Sands of Time, but we want to get Lesson Learned off, so we're not quite ready to kill him yet. And I already played Wish. So we're done. 1 HP lost for the Super Elite done in Act 2, that's really good. Didn't cost a potion either. Gambling chip's nice. Gambling chip's very nice. Take another Sands of Time. We're not going to be taking signature move here. I don't think we want to pressure points. It's just whether we want another Sands of Time or not. We could make the champ fight like even easier, but I think we're more concerned about other fights at the moment than the champ fight. I think in the champ fight, we're just going to get champ close to half health and then use Wrath Form plus Volt to kill from there. I might wish for strength in that fight as well, like I did in that Gremlin Leader fight. So I think these are just skips. Well, I think my equity is on completing this run. I don't know. I shouldn't say I'll manipulate the betting markets, you know? It's like fairly high. It's above 50%. It's weird, like rusting doesn't seem that great, upgrading also doesn't really seem like it does that much. I guess I'll, like, whatever. Sure, I'll do this. I don't think we're meant to recall there. I think we'll have situations later where it's fine to recall. Yeah, we're starting to run out of upgrades. That is exactly our problem. Okay. It wouldn't be terrible to get to play Wish in this fight. How are we going to play it here, though? I think I see the line. I think I see the line. Cool. Deva form. Deva form? On a Deva form? Oh, it worked. Oh, wait. Got a Gambler's Chip. Can help us put it in play a little bit. Once it's in play, we don't have trouble with energy anymore. The only question is, like, does it do anything? We don't have any card draw. Typically, when you walk into Act 2 with Pyramid, you put not that much card draw in your deck and you put a bunch of cards that don't cost that much energy in your deck, because your problem with Pyramid is that your hand gets full of cards. And so in this act, I've like added a follow-up and a third eye to try to mitigate that problem. But I don't really do that much if I have like 8 energy. Do big Jorbs and tiny Jorbs have the same girlfriend? I think mini Jorbs is still dating mini Caitlyn. I haven't checked in with them recently. It's sort of an important decision. Certainly Deva Form's a very, very, very strong way to scale. I have a red mask and a gambling chip. Okay. Ink bottle seems worth picking up now that I have a Deva Form. I might have taken the key over this before I had Deva Form. It's a very good relic though. I would have felt sort of gross taking the key over it. Thinking I'll rest here, just play super safe. I could also recall. Let's recall. There's a pretty good chance that I get apparitions, and I think I'd take them here. And if I get apparitions, the health from my rest gets lost anyway. Xana, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime. Bomo show to you too. Glad you're enjoying the show. Welcome in everybody, by the way. If you're watching on the front page, which cameras? I am Jorbs. I've been a strategy game streamer on Twitch for, I think full-time about 3 years now. I have a pretty cozy community. Play a lot of Slay the Spire. I've also played FTL, XCOM, did some Teamfight Tactics on Twitch. Those are all games that I've played for a few months. I think we do want to aim to win the arena fight here. So the question is just like, how? How do we win the arena fight here? I'm sure we'll work something out, right? I think if we planned to keep Blue Slaver alive for a while and kill Red Slaver, we could discard these cards and draw them again later, and that way we get much better cards in our starting hand. I went Eruption, Carve Reality Smite, that already kills, right? 29 plus 24. And then I could play something and take 5. Am I okay with taking 5 here? Oh wait, I get to play 2 blocks. Oh, it's just like completely free. It's a lot better than I thought it was. Cool. So now the issue is, I should have thought about this harder. I have an issue where I actually like can't not kill the enemy because my hand's gonna be full of attacks that I can't play without the enemy dying. Exacxion Gur, thanks for the 6 months. I think I missed Xerxes and Toodaloo subbing. Sorry about that. Agbomo Shodi, all much love. Very kind of the enemy to weaken us, yeah. Helps us out with the whole playing attacks without killing it thing. This enemy also always attacks, so I'm going to want to end the fight with Tantrum Wish Attack, probably, if I can. Tantrum Wish Lesson Learned would be what I did. How are we doing on that? Can we ever do that? No, we can't. I'm just gonna take the lesson learned, I think. I think I'm okay with that. We can definitely win the arena fight. Can I deviate from the elite? No. So I could take a lot of damage 2 times in a row and die, but that seems really hard with how strong my deck is. I think we definitely go for this. That's Vigilance and Fear No Evil gone. I don't think we can get rid of both. Okay, do I have lethal on both of them here? Or just one? Will I tell you which lesson I learned every time? It's always listen to Twitch chat. Eruption. Just the same lesson over and over again. I have no idea why it upgrades different cards every time. Eruption, 27. It's 24. Deva Form's an interesting one. Maybe not quite what I needed. I'm gonna greed a little bit here. I think we got away with that. Looks a lot like we just got away with that. No wish again. It's too bad. I need to take some cards so I can upgrade them. Like every card's upgraded, right? Follow up. Okay. We didn't upgrade follow up yet. We're good. We got a Calipers and a Nesting Doll. Not sure how useful those are at the moment. Holt is good, right? Is Holt really good? Holt might be really good. Does Calipers make Deva Form better somehow? Calipers will be like, it'll be useful somehow. We'll find a way for it to do something at some point. Dexpot could conceivably be something against Champ, but I'm not in love with it here. One thing I don't have a Talk to the Hand. Or any other, like, I don't have a Like Water, I don't have a Mental Fortress. So I think we are having the most trouble with blocking out of all of the things that we have to do at the moment. Although we have all of the defense upgraded, a vigilance upgraded, a Deceive Reality upgraded, and we can play Wish for plated armor, so... and a Third Eye Plus and a Hold. So it's not like we're terrible at defending, it's just... out of all of the things, that's the thing that we're worst at. We're still maybe like average at it for this stage of a run. And then everything else we're actually actively better at. Except maybe for having 4 energy. Well, we have a Deva Form. I don't know. That one's a toss-up. Hey, Farnex. Seems like I've gotten lucky with potion chance. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Or else I'm just discarding them all, and so it's actually unlucky. I don't think I want a Dex Pot because it doesn't do very much against the elite fight I'm about to walk into. And Act 2 elite fights are scary. This is just a truth about life. Act 2 elite fights are not much fun. But this looks like a pretty good hand to me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Tom of Astora, thanks very much for the 5 months subbed. And Smoting to the 17 months. Ogbomusho to you both. That was an incredibly strong bolt. I feel like just calling that bolt strong was like doing it a disservice. That was that was a pretty good volt draw. Alright. Let's do this stuff. Is Calipers good here? Sort of weird. Calipers is actually really good here though, I think. Because it gives me enough extra block to be able to play Wish next turn. Feel bad about how much you enjoy the Slaver and Gremlin death noises. I bet the voice actors enjoyed those a lot too. I feel like they're meant to be enjoyed. Don't think you should feel too bad about it. Okay. I'm just trying to put Ink Bottle on 9 now, along with playing Lesson Learned to end the fight. Pentagraph. Another potion? What's going on here? Pentagraph's quite good, for sure. I don't think we want any of these. I don't actually have a reason that Tantrum is particularly good in this deck at the moment. I already have one. Tantrum's a card that can get insane. It's just currently there's not much reason it would be. Ult isn't upgraded yet. I don't know how much I want apparitions. Like a lot? Probably like a lot. We probably go to 2 question marks. I'm okay with getting a store as well. It's just Holy Fights aren't bad here. They basically give us upgraded cards. Because the card reward screen will give us 3 cards and then we'll like upgrade one, right? The upgraded cards are pretty good, but I think that hitting 3 apparitions feels like a bit of a run ender to me. In the like, we win the run sort of way. With a gambling chip, I think I can take this. I do have 3 strikes still. There are some pretty decent relics though. Yeah, I mean, bag of prep for a Writhe, that's pretty fair. I'll take it, I accept. Ritual Dagger seems cool. We're at 71 health thanks to Pentagraph, so we might as well smith something. I guess I'll start making my Ritual Dagger really big. Sure. We don't need Lesson Learned anymore, right? So we can take a Ritual Dagger, because we already upgraded every card, basically. Try to put Deva Form in play turn 1. Blackwater Sunset. Feels like we're gonna have some trouble with not drawing enough cards all of a sudden. Is this a wish for gold, boss? Well, let's think about it. We're going to hold on to Volt, probably. And then we're going to have Wrath form, but no strength. And we're going to probably be mostly reliant on like Sands of Time and Carb Reality for doing a lot of damage. I have 70 health at the moment. Like, I mean... Yes, it probably is. Okay. Yes, gamer. This is the first world record I've gotten. I've held the world record for this game for a while, for like a year or something. But this is an extension of that streak. I went Tantrum Wallop. I'm not weak at the moment, so that blocks for 12 and then Vigilance. Still take damage there. Let's just do this. If you're getting weird distortions in the music, try a refresh or try maybe changing the quality session. Quality settings that you're watching the broadcast on. Sometimes that can help. Am I playing Lesson Learned to end the fight or Ritual Dagger? Ritual Dagger, right? Yeah, I got pretty close to an FTL world record. I think I had the second longest streak for a while. I guess theoretically I hold a speedrun world record for a category of XCOM that nobody else cares about. Which I guess I don't know. I guess you can count that. It didn't really come to mind when I was thinking of world records I had, because that was more like only I cared in any way, so nobody else really like competed for it. It was more like that's my personal best than that's the world record. XXB Water XX, thanks for the sub. Hogbamusho to you as well. I didn't exactly play my XCOM glitchless. I did play it without reloading saves, though. I guess would be the thing that distinguished how I played it from how somebody who was reloading saves to exploit that bug played it. Might as well just play the miracle, right? We're not going to need that anymore. Don't think. So I believe it's time to start attacking. I can even just block when the champ tries to execute. Although the champ won't get to execute before he dies, I don't think. Yeah, that looks like you've taken a lot of damage, friend. Obey my dog. Thanks very much for that Twitch Prime. Bomo show. To you too. I'm gonna put Ink Bottle on 9. Looks like we can. Wait. Oh no. Well, that's a bit of a whoops. Maybe it's okay. Alright. Put it on 8 instead. Not so bad. Second wish, Deus Ex Brilliance. So Deus Ex is okay here for getting stuff going at the start of fights. Wish is okay for being stronger toward the end of fights. It's also okay for getting more gold, I guess. Out of hallways and the like. We're gonna get to play it for gold a lot of the time. Dagish, thanks for the 7 months. Hogba Musho to you too. How would Deus Ex work with Chip? If we drew it in our first 7 cards, it would turn into 2 miracles before we discarded with Gambling Chip, so we could discard the extra miracles. I think that's what you were looking for your answer, right? I believe. Yeah, we could take a wish here. I'm okay with a wish here. I hope that we got another energy. Sozu or Choker or Astrolabe. Wonder how good Astrolabe is. I think I'd slightly prefer Sozu. I think we can probably be strong enough to lock these potions until the end of the game, at which point they give us some extra stuff. Mostly HP against the heart, I guess. And I think that Choker turns off a lot of the strong stuff that we could potentially do with Deva form. So, probably Sozu. Yeah, getting rid of strikes would be nice, but Watcher has Scry, which means that her strikes aren't quite as bad as other characters' strikes. She also has Wrath form, so they deal double damage pretty easily, right? I wouldn't mind visiting a couple of stores in this act. I don't see a great way to visit more than one, though, because we probably want this quadruple elite path. I think we're strong enough for it. That's like certainly a turn 1. Okay. Can this deck beat Reptimancer? Yeah, it should be able to beat Reptimancer. Should be okay. Just looking for Ritual Dagger now. I'd like Ink Bottle to be on 9 at the end of the fight, so can I play a bunch of cards, or do I sort of have to end the fight now? I might sort of have to end the fight now. See what I draw. Writhe isn't very useful. we actually in trouble here? Third eye is nice. Okay, with third eye, now we can go. Oh, it didn't actually matter anyway. This and this and this. And this. Mental Fortress. Okay, Mental Fortress is the sort of card that we have been missing up until now. But now we have one. Sweet. I have nothing further to add. Seemed like a pretty good card reward. 88. It's going well. Met up with Don. Okay, so we already have all of the gold we can spend. We already have all of our cards upgraded, so we're probably fighting a boss from Act 1. I'm sorry, Twitch chat. Taking two normalities there is a level of like disrespect for the game that I'm not quite ready to partake in. Bit of an interesting spot. I've got a lot of scaling cards I'd like to put in play still. Like, I want to split it so that I can get a kill with Lesson Learned and with Ritual Dagger, and I want to play all of the wishes. It's not very reasonable, the things that I want to do. Probably we don't get to play all of the wishes. I get to play one here. I could also go Deva Form Volt. Yeah, that's the line. And now maybe I do get to play all of the wishes all of a sudden. And we want to end with Ink Bottle on 9 if we can. Zeddy! Thank you very much for the 33-month sub, Zeddy. Ankabomo show to you too. What's Mini Jorbs doing? I don't know. Keep an eye on him for me, would you? Mini Jorbs is doing his best. That's very wholesome. Just need to get Ink Bottle up to 9. Three more cards. 1, 2, 3. Pretty much a perfect fight. Fossilized Helix is very good. Duplication Potion would have been cool if we could pick it up, but Sozu means we cannot. Evaluate might be slightly worth thinking about here with Ink Bottle. Don't know. Let's go to the store with all of the gold in the world. Nikabi. I don't really want these cards, right? Maybe I don't really want Eruption either. Seems like entering Wrath twice is a little bit extreme. Okay, well, I'll start with wishing for gold. Wallop would work fine here. Just need to block in some way. I think playing the Holt so that I can draw more cards is okay. Deva form I think is fine. I can even preserve the buffer stack for later, which seems pretty good. The part of the Watch Run where the only challenge is playing all the meta upgrades. The Heart fight and the Act 4 Elite fight can still kill us, for sure. Maybe even one of the Act 3 boss fights could kill us. I haven't felt like I've had the opportunity to really think about that yet, because I haven't felt like any of my decisions have been like, oh, this one's really good against the bosses at the end of the run. We sort of haven't been offered a lot of stuff like that, which is a reason to think maybe we're not that good at those fights yet. Got one wish played already, here's the second. Just want to get Ink Bottle to 9. And I think Ritual Dagger over Lesson Learned here. Lesson Learned is giving me an upgrade. It would upgrade Holt. But there's going to be a fight where there are 2 enemies, and I could upgrade Holt with Lesson Learned there and still keep Ritual Dagger going. I really want Ritual Dagger to get strong because I want to be able to one-shot one of the Act 4 elites with it. I think that'll do an awful lot to solve those fights. Ritual Dagger one-shotting an Awakened 1 minion is going to be a big deal as well. So definitely worth it to be paying attention to that. Okay, this feels like the first time that we've had a decision where we were trying to work out how we were beating the bosses. We could take Perseverance and try to beat the bosses, like, by playing Perseverance multiple times. That seems terrible. We just take Wheel Kick. This isn't actually like a decision. We just take Wheel Kick. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, fair enough. Lord Himbleshire, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Agubomo show to you too. Glad you're enjoying the show. Stream makes you feel bad at the game. I have spent a long time practicing this game. You should not feel bad at all. Still remember my first run of Slay the Spire. I started with a Pommel Strike, and then I took like 2 more Pommel Strikes, and I was like, well, I can never block because I have so many attacks, so I'd better just keep taking only attacks so that the enemies die before I have to block. And then I died. I think I made it to Act 2, but I might have died to the Act 1 boss fight. We all started with no idea how to play this game at some point. It's not like humans evolved to be good at Slay the Spire. It's very much a learned skill. You're amazing right from the start. That's awesome. I'm really proud of you. You've been offered 6 feeds in 1 run. That's a very large number of feeds. How many of them have you taken? Play both wishes yet? No. So we don't want to kill this turn. You remember the first time you beat the heart, you were on 1 HP. That's so epic. That's awesome. The first time... the first time I beat the heart... it was like the day it came out, and they didn't have the thing where you couldn't deal more than 200 damage to it in one turn yet. And I one turn killed it with Dead Branch Corruption, and I ended the fight still not knowing what it did. Because I'd never like seen it do an attack. On turn 1 it just says it's going to debuff you, and then it died. That one's on YouTube somewhere, yeah. I would have preferred that my first heart fight I ended up at 1 HP. That would have been way more epic. This draws us one more card. We got both of the wishes in play, so now we can think about how exactly we're going to kill next turn with Ink Bottle on 9. Was Jessica guesting for that run? I know that Jessica guested with me the first day that this heart was out. I thought that run was the second day though. I thought we like died to the Act 4 Elite fight the first day. I don't remember. This is gonna deal 70. So this is... Oh, I miscounted. Mistake! Clear mistake. Clear mistake. Oh, we gotta talk to the hand though. It's okay. So I already recalled. I have full health, and oh, I actually have some upgrades now. Okay, that's cool. Let's upgrade to Talk to the Hand. Mistakes on this stream. There have been a couple of mistakes on this run that I've caught. It has not been a perfect run, that's for sure. It's really hard to ever have a perfect run of Slay the Spire, though. It's not like I'm gonna beat myself up about that. Apotheosis spam in chat. It would upgrade all of our cards. It's, you upgrade Writhe? I don't think you can. Lania and Lanya, thanks very much for the 20 months. Agbomo show to you as well. Agbomo show to you as well. Let's take another Mental Fortress. Do I remove a Strike or a Writhe? The nice thing about Writhe is I can always discard it on turn 1, so it's in my discard pile. So like, there's a downside, because I always draw it on turn 1. So I have to discard it with Gambling Chip, so I don't get to discard a different card with Gambling Chip. But the upside is that it's never in my draw pile in turn 1. It goes in my hand and I get to discard it straight away. The other downside is that the second time through the deck, it's a Writhe, and you can't attack things with those. Useful analysis. Yeah. That is another downside, though. I think I like Dark Shackles, Vajra, Mental Fortress. Don't believe I want Protect. And I like card remove, I think, on Writhe. I think Writhe is an okay card remove. And we've still got enough gold for later in the run too. Do I maybe just want to take Sling of Courage for like Reptimancer? It seems sort of reasonable to me. It's like pretty cheap. I can't spend gold on potions, so I'm not going to any more question marks this act, assuming that I'm picking this path, which I think I am. So I'm going to be able to buy the entire store in Act 4 anyway. This seems fine. Definitely click on Sapphire Key, that's important. It would be sad to lose the streak to not picking up a Sapphire Key there. Alright. Don't really want Strike. I don't know about Miracle here. Miracle might be okay. Can I just kill you? Almost certainly yes, I think. All I have to do is... like, draw Ritual Dagger. That is Ritual Dagger. Yeah, I'm cool with not playing the wishes here. That's fine with me. Happy Flower is pretty nice. A Flurry of Blows. Flurry of Blows works okay with the Talk to the Hand. We've got 2 Mental Fortresses, which make us more inclined to pick up other ways to stance shift. I could go either way on Flurry of Blows. The downside of it with Talk to the Hand is that it like gets in the way of drawing Talk to the Hand before the heart has artifact charges, and we still don't have a Wave of the Hand. We still can't remove artifact charges in any way. Actually, maybe that makes the Dark Shackles I picked up bad. Maybe I shouldn't have picked that up. Bowser, thanks to Twitch Prime. Ragsy, thanks to 4 months. I think I missed Coliarn. Thanks very much for the Prime sub. Bomushu to you all. Sorry, sometimes I'm like sort of fixated on the fights here. I hope you are all having an awesome day. If you're new here from the front page, I am Jorbs. I stream full-time on Twitch. I play strategy games. I've been streaming full-time for about the last 3 years. And for, I think, about the last 2 years, I've been playing Slay the Spire almost exclusively. I think I've been streaming full-time for 4 years. No, the first year wasn't full-time, I guess. It's like... it's hard to like position yourself in life when you like think, well, what was I doing 2 years ago? Playing video games. What was I doing 3 years ago? Also playing video games. It's like, I think we skip. I think I'm okay with not having a Flurry of Blows here. What did I do before this for work? So I dropped out of college to play poker professionally, which was fun, and it was a pretty cool job to have in my like early 20s for sure. But back in 2011, the playing poker online in the States basically got very difficult in 2011, so I stopped doing that. I had some decent savings built up from my poker career. I hung out with my family quite a bit. I grew up in New Zealand, so I like went back to hang out with my grandparents, which was really awesome, getting to spend some time with them before they passed. And then I like helped out with the family business for a while. My parents have a business online, and eventually tried to work out what I wanted to do next. And I knew that I loved games, and I tried a few different things. I tried like getting into game design. I tried getting into like data analysis. I went to like grad school for statistics with the idea that I could get into like data analysis or machine learning or I don't know, something. I took some computer science too. And I tried streaming, and streaming initially seemed more like a hobby for me, but what happened was I was working on the Long War II mod. I was interested in like getting into game design maybe, so I volunteered as a balance tester. And I ended up like just being the person who knew everything about the Long War II mod because I'd been a balance tester for it, so when I started streaming it on Twitch, a bunch of people wanted to tune in and watch. And that was how I got going as a streamer. Yeah, it's been a really, really fun thing. When I started, I don't think I realized a lot of things I now realize about streaming. It's been a lot more rewarding in ways that I didn't really think it would be. Some of the connections I've made with other people through streaming, for example, have just been really, really cool. This deck is really, really strong. That's an opinion I can agree with. I can get on board with that claim. So my cards are hitting very hard there because when you play Volt, it doesn't reset the slow counter on Giant Head. So I had 2 turns worth of cards building up for extra damage from slow debuff. Anderson, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Agbomo show to you as well. The Def Duck, thanks for the 2 months. Agbomo show to you too. Hey Ganksy. Thanks for the Twitch Prime. Does Twitch tell you when you'll be on the front page? Yeah, front page stuff is scheduled. There'd been a... I actually don't know exactly how many F2K streamers have been on the front page or are being on the front page right now. But Alkali was on the front page yesterday. She's another F2K streamer. Enjoyed watching her stream some Battlegrounds. And I'm on the front page today. F2K is a really cool little... Started off as a competitive Hearthstone team and then sort of expanded to have a bunch of streamers of different games. It's gonna look pretty scary, but I do have a buffer charge, so we're not going to die when I pass the turn with no block here. Relax. It's going to be okay. I don't know if like some people automatically get put on the front page sometimes or not. I'm not sure exactly how that all works. You'd have to ask a Twitch employee about all that. Prayer wheel. A little bit late for prayer wheel maybe. Does this upgrade too? I think we take study. I think one of the big things we're lacking is the ability to draw enough cards to spend our energy as we get deeper into fights, and study helps us a lot with that. Hey, Shuttle. Tranquility does have retain, it's true. TNSE, thanks for the 17 months. Agbomo show to you too. Can I move the scrolling writing down below the relic roll? Oh, is it in the wrong place? Shoot. I can absolutely do that. There you go. Sorry about that. Why did I have so much damage? In that fight, I was dealing extra damage because the Giant Head has a debuff called Slow, where it takes an extra 10% damage for every... Do I risk this? For every card you have played this turn. Interesting. So now I guess I have to Fear No Evil. Okay, we're alright. My steady beta art, but no Deva form beta art. Because steady beta art is sweet, and Deva beta form art... What words did I just say? Well, that one's pretty sweet too, actually. It's a little bit more minimalist. I don't know. Mostly which cards are beta art versus not beta art is pretty random, I think. Is this the most annoying fight in the game? Imagine having to fight against our deck. See, I feel like we should think about things from the enemy's perspective too. Practice some empathy here. I feel like... Oh, you had the perfect hand again! You're gaining 60 gold when you could just kill me? Like, I feel like, Writhing Mess is a little bit irritating though. I think it's a common least favorite fight for people. So I have everything played. Now I just want to get a gigantic Ritual Dagger off, basically. I can't go back into Calm stats. But now I have Volt, so we're fine. Oh, I'm also... I can just block in Wrath stats, apparently. Okay. Yeah, this is super unfair. Very unfair. Yeah, I remember not minding Runic Dome at all, and now that Act 4 exists in particular, I feel like I have a lot of trouble taking Runic Dome. Runic Dome makes it so you cannot see the intents of the enemies, you can't tell what attack is incoming, and especially in the final boss fight, that's a really big deal sometimes. The Glass Sword thanks for the Twitch Prime! Bomo show to you too. Bowling Bash, Third Eye, and Sash Whip. Sash Whip would be a way to weaken things, which I still don't have. The thing is, we can't get through the artifact charges anyway. It's sort of Wave of the Hand or Bust for weakening, I think, at the moment. Ezream, thanks for the 7 months. Angbomo show to you too. Would I rather have used Lesson Learned or Ritual Dagger in that fight? I'm tending toward using Ritual Dagger at the moment. I want to get Ritual Dagger to a point where it can one-shot an Act 4 Elite and Wrath stats, which is pretty close. We're almost there. We will get there by the Act 4 Elites, I think. Will we? We might. It'll be close. But I would very much like that to happen. That's what I'm aiming for here. I'm gonna take another Third Eye. Third Eye is sort of like card draw. Oh shit! I like forgot that I had Prayer Wheel and then there was a Wave of a Hand behind the second one. That was very exciting. that was wonderful. Hey Psycho Dig Man. Much love. Thanks for the $5 donation. I do not mean to be insensitive, I apologize. I'd like to apologize to my viewers. Probably don't need Lesson Learned right now. This other stuff seems fine though. Maybe just go ahead and Eruption so that we can play Holt. And we have Calipers, so we'll keep a lot of this block. Is backseating better or worse with so many viewers? It's fine. I'm having a lot of fun this stream. Talk to the Hand. Mental Fortress Vigilance. I think we're good. 20 hours into the game, just had your first infinite combo with Top and Corruption, a 0-cost attack. That's super cool. There are so many really cute combos you can pull off in this game. That's one of my favorite things about it. I feel like, for me, I started to get to a point where I felt comfortable with the game and I understood like 3 different ways to win the fights at the end of the run or whatever with each different character or whatever, and that was like pretty good. And then for me, getting better and better and better from there has been working out the like really ridiculous, weird corner case things you can do to win runs where the normal stuff doesn't come together. And for me, that's a ton of fun. Imagine thinking you had a chance against Jorbs and then realizing you had as a buffer charge. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Poor Nemesis. Do not have Deva form in play though. Wonder how much damage I'll take next turn. Oh, there's the Fear No Evil. Easy game. Never punished. We passed Bottle Tornado in the Act 3 chest where we took the key, so we won't be getting Bottle Tornado this run. Would have been a really nice one to get though, for sure. You're 56 hours into the game and haven't even met the heart battle. You have to do quite a bit to unlock the heart. It takes a little while. Plus you have to like not die for the entire run, which is also quite a lot. Does a light bulb go off over my head when I play Insight? I had no idea. Sort of cute. I guess I'm taking damage in this fight. Alright, that's fine. I will take 2 damage. I'm about to go to the campfire before the boss with an Eternal Feather and then into the boss fight with a Pantograph, so it's okay. It's okay, I'm over it. I guess I could have put Happy Flower in a better number as well. Maybe that would have been a good thing to do. I could have played Volt to advance Happy Flower. Empty Fist plus Pressure Points or Conjure Blade. Don't think I'm excited about any of these. Conjure Blade like could be okay. It's very slow. I think it's probably a bit too slow. With Talk to the Hand though. Yeah, I think it's just a bit too slow. Holy Smooth Stone's nice. We are playing a decent number of block cards, so a little bit of extra dexterity is helpful. Here, I'm not even sure we have to upgrade Wave of the Hand, honestly, at this point in the run. Holt is a pretty good upgrade. Gives us 5 more block. Third Eye is a pretty good upgrade. Gives us some more scry. Take Wave of the Hand. I can imagine some really bad draw orders in the heart fight where I really want Wave of the Hand to be upgraded. Oh yeah, Ozzy. Oh yeah. That's a really cool combo with Omniscience. So let's hold off on Wish so that we can play it for gold later. But we don't have to play it for gold now, I don't think. That's like a little bit too much. Third Eye Plus is awesome with Ink Bottle on 9. We don't want any of these cards. Do we want that card? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't very awesome. It's a decent start to the fight. We haven't played any powers. Which means that Awakened One won't be getting too scary. Awakened One scales when we play powers. Wonder if I'm okay with using the buffer charge now, maybe? There's Deva form. Next turn's an awkward turn to try to play it, though. I guess I'd play it the turn after. It's okay to take damage in this fight. Yeah, it's completely okay to take damage in this fight. Alright, that's fine. Running thoughts. What mod is it to have the auras around the Watcher? I'm not running any mods right now. Not sure if maybe you're talking about something else. This is just the latest patch on the beta branch. So maybe it's something that's new on the beta branch that you're saying? Could be it? Let's put Deva form on play. It's a setting. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's start killing this, probably? Killing it seems good. Paradosi, thanks for the 33 months. And Anonymous, thanks for gifting this up to Forgotten Arbiter. Much appreciated. Gold flex in the heart fight. Let's get to the heart fight before we decide that we're gonna flex on it, alright? But maybe we'll see. This is the first boss. You can always tell if it's the first or second boss by what floor number it is. The second boss will be on floor 51, and the first is on floor 50. Wyvern Archmage! Hey, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime. Glad you've been enjoying the show. And Bomo show to you too. Gorfei Wog, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime as well. Appreciate it. Let's just grab this.
This letter shall notify you of the restraining order against you obtained by the heart as a result of your violence against the heart's friends and family.
Chinfizzes donates $3 and says, "Hello, Mr. Orblong. This is Shield Spear, Cloyer for the heart." I think that's a new pun. I don't think I've seen that pun before. This letter shall notify you of the restraining order against you obtained by the heart as a result of your violence against the heart's friends and family. And may Podge have mercy on your soul. Podge indeed. Oh, you stole it from chat earlier. Well, good work crediting your sources. I feel like we can probably get away with playing Study here. The other wish for gold. I'm gonna wait on the mental fortresses until we're in phase 2, because in phase 2 Awakened One won't gain strength from us playing powers. But it's not such a big deal that Awakened One has 6 strength right now, because I can use Dark Shackles to remove the strength on the turn that I kill Awakened One. Phase 1 at least. Which should be coming up soon, I think. So we can go Dark Shackles, get rid of all the strength, and then Sands of Time. We're playing Lesson Learned to end the fight. We saw that on turn 1 and discarded it, didn't we? And we only just drew it again. You were attacking me for 80. That's a bit gross. I guess I can just, like, full block. Or I could play Vigilance. Or I could maybe kill it. We've got options. Alright. What's the worst for us between Donu Deka and Time Eater? I think a Time Eater would probably be a little bit more challenging. Donu Deka are sort of a test of whether your deck has enough output to kill them or not, and our deck does. So there just isn't that much play in the fight anymore. We're in pretty good shape in it. Hey, Hebus. How did I get in touch with chess GM Peter Svedler? Played a lot of Hearthstone with Shady Bunny, who's another F2K streamer. He's a Hearthstone fan, and then he got into Slay the Spire, and Shady Bunny and I are friends, and so the connection got made that way. I've been a Peter Svedler fan for like ever, I think. For a long, long time, I've been watching chess videos to fall asleep. 201 and Jorbs is still on the front page. I think we're on the front page until 2:30, is my understanding. That's what I was told. Are we wishing for gold? I have 706. I'm also like invincible or something. I think this is called hubris. Right? Hubris is when you correctly identify that you're not in danger. And something like that. I don't know. It was one of those vocab words that I didn't bother studying very well. 3,999 viewers. That's exciting. Somebody has like a roommate who's not watching, or a grandmother. Help a streamer out here, yeah. So we'll probably want to play Volt shortly. This is the problem with the Time Eater fight. You get stuff stuck in your hand. Ritual Dagger's at 132 without the strength from this, so it will be 136 in the Elite fight. I think I'd rather kill with Ritual Dagger than Lesson Learned. But maybe I don't really get to choose. Maybe I sort of have to play Ritual Dagger because it's in my hand right now and strong at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. Holding Ritual Dagger there seems sort of like it would probably be okay eventually, but not really what I want to be doing. So I have a buffer stack. We're okay here. Can also maybe block. 29 and weak. Could Dark Shackles as well and block. Sable Tip! Thanks for the 5 months. Promo show to you too. If we vault on 11 cards, Time Eater's turn gets skipped and we get to take the next turn, but Time Eater will gain strength. Difficultist, thanks for the sub. Thank you very much. Thanks for all of the subs, everyone. I appreciate everybody who's following the channel too. I know I don't have like a notification up, but love having you here. I told myself I'd like give my spiel every hour. But I think I already did it twice, but I'll do it again anyway. I'm Jorbs. I'm a full-time strategy game streamer here on Twitch. I play a lot of Slay the Spire. Today we're trying to extend our world record rotating streak. So there are 4 characters. Currently we're playing the Watcher, which is the 4th and most recent one released. And what people do in Slay the Spire for win streaks is you go through the characters from left to right over and over again and try to win lots of times in a row without dying. And it's very simple, but also incredibly hard. Okay, Maniac, Ray Dog, thank you very much for the subs. Agbamusho to you both. So, I got 7 like sometime last year. Several people have gotten 6. One other person got 7 like last month, I believe. And then we got up to 8 earlier this week, and this is for 9. This game's been out for like a little over 2 years. And this will be, if we win, this would be the first time anyone had ever reached 9. So it's like, it's a thing. I've gotten very lucky over the course of this streak. It's worth mentioning. But that's, I feel like, somewhat to be expected. Okay, so, sorry, I got distracted there because that was actually sort of a weird turn to play. But I think what I'm going to do is we put Time Eater below half health, which forces a waste of a Time Eater turn here to remove debuffs. I'm going to use Dark Shackles to get rid of that 2 strength that Time Eater had, and from here I should be pretty good. Worth mentioning, I'm referring to Ascension 20 plus heart kills. Ascension 20 plus the heart has been a thing for... when did it come out? I think it came out in like October or November of 2018, perhaps? Something like that. My memory is like... If you ask me like exactly what the AI is of a certain Slay the Spire enemy, there's a decent chance I can tell you, but in terms of like what is in my fridge or what I did yesterday, I'm sort of out of luck. Benji, thanks for the 11-month sub. Dogbomushu to you as well. Apparently Ascension 20 Heart has been out since October 2018, so I got pretty close to correct. 2-card turn, yeah, but it's fine. We just play Volt here. Not too bad. A little bit spooky, but not too bad. Thank you very much for the 10 gift subs. I want to be an Ikuti. Thanks very much for the Prime sub. Agbamushus to you both. All 3 Frata movies are good. Thanks for the 5 months. You're comparing me to Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Will I remove a wish at the store? If I were to remove a card, I think it would be Strike. And there's a pretty good chance I will remove a card. We can use Wish for Strength, though, in the final fights. It does do something other than make you gold. And the thing it does other than make you gold is arguably stronger. You might... Some people might be surprised to hear that based on what we've used Wish for so far this run, but yeah. Kayim, thanks very much for the 2 months of Bomo Show to you too. Lesson learned does cost 2. That is true. Yeah, we'll have to make a somewhat real decision about which card to remove. What about upgrading, though? Wouldn't we want to upgrade our card against the heart? I can play another 6 cards here. And then next turn I can just lesson learned, right? I'm just trying to get Ink Bottle back to 9 again. I'm being pretty good about this so far this run. It's one of those small things that can help out a little bit. So if we went just a defensive card and then lesson learned, that would do nicely. Dr. Jeeves! Thanks for that 10 gifted subs, much appreciated. Many Agbomo shows. And Cheesehead, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Glad you've been enjoying the show. And got some podges in chat. You missed it. What did lesson learned hit? Oh, I actually didn't notice either. Twitch chat says it hit Holt. It's good to know. Okay. Third eye upgrade is great. Anything super good here? How good's Frozen Eye at the moment? Frozen Eye is pretty good here, I think. We can buy, like, everything that's better than nothing, right? We can buy a lot of things here if we want. I think I will buy Fasting as well. I could use Lesson Learned to upgrade another card in the Act 4 Elite fight, and I can't do that with Strike. I think that's enough for me to take Lesson Learned over Strike here. Is Finesse good? Finesse can be okay here. It's not like incredible here. The thing is that the heart deals 2 damage to us and then 3 damage later in the fight every time we play a card, and so gaining 2 block with a card doesn't do very much if we're taking 2 or 3 damage when we play it. But if we have Fasting in play, we'll have Dexterity, so it will be net positive on block. And we do also have an Ink Bottle, so getting extra card draw out of it is pretty nice. Some sort of trick. Thanks to the Prime sub, Darth Dwayne. Thanks to the 100 bits. Much appreciate the support. Wouldn't Ragnarok be good with Strength from Wish? I'm not sure that I'm planning to gain Strength with Wish. I think I might be gaining Plated Armor. That would be my main concern with that. Ragnarok might not be terrible. It's not very good on turn 1. And turn 1's pretty important in these fights. Turn 1, 2, and 3 are very important. Who's the 100 bits Lazy Bard? Let me take one of these. Take one of these. Sundial might go off, but... Oh. I mean, neither of these really do much, huh? Might just leave at this point. I guess we buy Sundial instead of leaving since it doesn't do anything negative. Alright, cool. When I save money, they're just... At some point, if there's nothing actually beneficial to purchase, there's not much reason to purchase anything. Here's our Ritual Dagger, and we have an Eruption. I have Frozen Eye now, so I can see exactly what's in my draw pile. And what order it's in, rather. That's probably the more significant thing I should have said. Yes, we can see what order things are in our draw pile here. We don't need to wish for gold anymore, probably. Probably. I mean, probably not. I think we can kill this turn 1. Unless I am mistaken, we go 3rd eye, discard all this stuff, grab the ritual dagger, and then eruption, wallop, and ritual dagger kills. 12, 42, 136. Cool. So if we hadn't gotten any stack that we did get on Ritual Dagger, and if we hadn't bought the Sling of Courage, we would not have been able to do that. But we did do those things and we could do it. So from here, the thing to do is get Lesson Learned off on this enemy and put Ink Bottle on 9. And those are the main things we care about for the rest of the fight. Okay, with playing Volt this turn, I guess. I do also have the buffer stack, but I'm not even sure that I need it at the moment. Should we wish for gold? Alright. Why indeed? Why is a fair question there. Ebus, thanks for gifting us up to the channel. For score? Sure, that's, yeah, we'll go with that. It does increase our score slightly. Well, it does or it doesn't. Score is based on increments of 1,000 gold, and I haven't been keeping track on how much gold we've made so far. Sure. Fight. Unused username 123. Thanks for the sub, Agbomosho to you too. Perpetual Muse, thanks for 14 months. Agbomosho to you as well. Damaru. At the start of our turn, we gain 1 mantra. Okay. Another study? What about a prostrate? Now that we have the Damaru, we might actually be able to get a divinity turn out of that. That seems pretty good. We need 10 mantra to get a divinity turn, and there's a decent chance that this goes to turn 8, I would say, so this would give us a divinity. The fight probably ends like around turn 8. So if we don't get this, we don't get a divinity turn, but if we do take it, we do get a divinity turn. That seems like pretty good, right? Maru makes a fun noise. It's true. The sound of the small drum keeps your mind awake, revealing a path forward. Forward! We only got 2 relics this round, that's awkward. Oh, there they are. We don't want to use Explosive Potion until we've taken damage. I like putting Study in play, I think. I like getting rid of the Wrath stuff until next time through the deck. Let's focus on surviving for the first little bit here. Oh shit, I like forgot. Forgot I have Frozen Eye. Can go just Third Eye, talk to the hand, Deva form seems like a really good turn if we discarded 7. And keep Wave of the Hand. Actually, we only have to discard 6. We could keep... We'll draw Dark Shackles in time as well. This is a really good shuffle. I think if I want to draw Dark Shackles in time as well, I probably do end up discarding everything. Although the Wish seems really nice to have. Do I have any card draw in here? Because the problem is that I have a Wheel Kick. The problem is that the Heart will put statuses in my deck. So I'm drawing these 7 and then these 5. But if 2 statuses were put on top of Dark Shackles, I wouldn't get Dark Shackles. But it should be okay because I have Deva form and Wheel Kick and Third Eye. It should be fine. Wait. So I wanted just defend Deva form Third Eye, I think. Or talk to the hand, Third Eye. Third Eye? I'm gonna go talk to the hand. Alright. Little bit spooky. Hey, Mr. Pony, thanks for the $17.77 donation. I appreciate it. How do I... These gain us 1 block net each. Can I play Wave of the Hand? I can, right? Let's do that as well then. Cool. I still have the buffer charge for the big attack here. So I use the Distilled Chaos to play my Dark Shackles to reduce its strength there. In case you're confused why I didn't deal damage. Can I even block this, maybe? I'm not seeing it. But I could put Wish in play? That seems like a pretty good way to spend a turn. I feel like my block's pretty good and I have 78 health, so I should just go strength here. I know I said I thought I'd probably go plated armor, but let's make sure we deal some damage and win the fight, huh? Gladion, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime. Magabomo show to you too. Okay, so fasting is in play. Everything's going swimmingly. What is a podge? Yeah. It's a really fair question. I believe it was just a typo of Pog, which is a shortening of PogChamp, which means approximately yay. Really, most of the stuff that goes on in this channel is beyond me at this point, so so I couldn't tell you for sure myself. Certainly something, though. If you go to Discord, you can see Long Podge. Oh, I can make Long Podge here. Right? Jorbs. Long Podge is unlocked with bit badges. Yes, I can summon Long Podge. It's very difficult to type all of these. There it is! There's the Long Podge! Okay. I can enter Divinity here with a wallop in my hand. This seems really strong, right? Feels like this would be strong. Go ahead and hit me. Gooba! Thanks for that 2 months. Agubo Mosho to you as well. What's going on with the music? If you're hearing music distorting, you could try a... Oh, I have so much strength. You could try refreshing your stream, or maybe trying changing the quality settings. Tends to fix that for people. Sometimes it's just like a little trouble communicating between me and you. That's Balls of Fury, thanks for the 500 bits. Someone just knocked on my door. I'm not gonna answer that door right now. You can't make me. Wait. Oh, I have Exploding Potion to get Lesson Learned off. That's a relief. Piano Manzano! Thanks for the Twitch Prime. Also Sundial proct. Oh, Lesson Learned. Oh, I have Mercury Hourglass. Everything is happening right now. Can you pass along a donation for me to give to the bot? Maybe. We got some GGs in chat right now. A couple of GGs in chat at the moment. I apologize if you've said anything to me recently, because I can't read that. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you everyone for the support as well. This has been a really, really, really cool run. 10-0 will be really special for me if I can hit it, because my 7-0 without Watcher. And if I go 10-0 here, that will be 7-0 without Watcher too. So I think that Watcher is, for me, a little bit easier than the other characters to win with. I think that's a common experience that people have. We did get I Like Shiny. Oh, that's not gold though. Where's the gold one? Did we not get enough gold for... Oh, there it is. See if we'd wished for gold a couple more times. So I feel like my 7-0 streak, because it didn't have Watcher, still has like a pretty special place in my heart. And if I get to 10-0, that will be a 7-0 streak plus 3 Watchers. And that's just like... That would be strictly better, as my channel likes to say. Thank you so much for all of the support. Thanks for hanging out with me on the front page as well. This run lasted like exactly 2.5 hours, which was exactly my front page slot. So if you're watching on the front page and have enjoyed the channel, feel free to click through, give me a follow. I stream pretty much every day. We play a lot of Slay the Spire. I also play some other games. play other strategy games. I like to play some like story and puzzle games sometimes, some narrative games. This stuff can be really fun for a chill afternoon or evening too. You can hop in the Discord or follow me on Twitter, or if you'd prefer to just watch Slay the Spire runs on YouTube, I have a huge number of those over on YouTube. I dropped the link to all of those in the chat, which is already buried. You can, oh god, that time I just wrote Podge, whoops. You can do a Google for Jorbs Slay the Spire, and you'll find most of this stuff that way too. Are we going for 10 today? Let me think about it. Let me go get the package that was just delivered to my door. Stretch my legs a little bit. Thank people for all of the subs and donations.